We are going to start now the next lecture of class 11th mathematics, chapter 3 trigonometric functions. So this lecture is basically the extension of our lecture 3, in which we have done the formulas related to the angles. When the sum of the angles is given, we are going to solve certain problem based upon those formulas. Now the first question we have is, find the value of cos 480 degrees. So now if we look at this value 480, we can see that we can write it is 360 degree plus 120 degree. So cos 480 degree, we can write this is equal to cos of 360 degree plus 120 degree. 360 degree means we are talking about this is 2 pi, this is the period of cos function. So this comes equal to cos of 120 degree, and this value we can write it is cos of 180 minus 60 degree, and we know that this is 180 over here, so this cos will remain as cos. We are saying it is 180 minus 60, so 180 means we are talking about the angle pi, and it is minus 60, so it means this angle will lie somewhere over here in the second quadrant, and in second quadrant the value of cos is negative. So we are writing the answer, we will have it is equal to minus cos of 60 degree, and this is equal to minus 1 by 2. So this is our answer, that cos of 480 degree, that is equal to minus 1 by 2. Next is sine of 1230 degree. So if we divide 1230 with 360, we obtain that it will be divided with 3. The answer we will obtain it is 1080, and the remainder that will be left it is 150. So this thing means that this value sine of 1230 degree, we can write this is equal to sine of 3 into 360 degree plus 150 degree. So this 360 again, this 360 over here, this is just like 2 pi, which is the period of sine. So we get that the value is equal to sine of 150 degree, and this is equal to sine of 180 minus 30 degree. Now 180 minus 30 is again in the second quadrant, so it is positive, and it is 180 over here, so sine will remain as sine. So we are writing the answer is sine of 30 degree, and the answer we get it is equal to 1 by 2. Next is cot of minus 135 degrees. So we know that cot of minus theta, that is equal to minus cot of theta, and this value 135 we can write this is equal to minus cot of 90 plus 45 degrees. Look at this value, this is 90 degree angle, this angle we are saying this is 90 degree, and 90 plus 45 will be in the second quadrant, and the value of cot will be negative in the second quadrant, so answer we are writing it is minus of. Now look at this value over here, it is 90 plus 45, and we know when it is 90 over here, then this cot will be changed to 10. This negative sign is because this value it is lying in the second quadrant, and the answer we are remaining over here it is 45, and the value comes out to be tan 45 degree, that is equal to 1. Next is cosecant minus 1410 degree. Next we have to calculate the value of cosecant of minus 1410 degrees. So this 1410, we can write this is equal to 1440 minus 30, and this value is equal to 4 times 360 minus 30. So we are writing minus cosecant of 1410. Why this minus sign is there? Because cosecant of minus theta is equal to minus of cosecant theta. Now in place of 1410, we are writing the value, it is 4 into 360 minus 30. Now 4 into 360 means this is 4 into 2 pi, and this is the period of the function cosecant theta. So the answer we get, it is equal to cosecant of 30 degrees. Why it is so? We are saying what this thing means. 4 into 360 means we are talking about this angle lies on the positive x-axis, and minus 30 degree means that this whole angle 1410, that will lie over here. This angle we are talking about, this will lie over here. We are saying this angle is just like over here. So the in the fourth quadrant, we know that the value of cosecant theta, it is negative. So this negative sign was already there, so we get it is minus of cosecant 30 degree. Now minus of minus means it becomes plus, so we get it is cosecant of 30 degree, and answer comes out to be 2. Now the next question we have, it is cos of minus 870 degrees. So we know that cos of minus theta, that is equal to cos theta. So this value becomes equal to cos of 870 degrees. Now look at this value 870. We can write this is equal to 2 into 360 plus 150. So this cos function we have over here, and the period of cos, it is 2 pi. So we are saying the value, this cos of 870, this will become equal to cos of 150, and this is equal to cos of 180 minus 30. Now again 180 minus 30 means this value, it lies in the second quadrant. Answer will be negative. It is 180 over here, so this cos will remain as it is. So we get it is minus of cos 30 degree, and this is equal to minus root 3 by 2. Next is tan of 330 degree. So this 330 degree, this angle over here, this is 0 or this is 360. It means this is lying in this quadrant over here. This angle, it is lying in the fourth quadrant. So we are writing this is equal to tan of 360 degree minus 30 degree. Clearly this lies in this quadrant where tan is negative. So answer we obtain, it is negative, and it is tan of 30 degree, and that is equal to minus 1 by square root of 3. Next is we have to find the value of the trigonometric functions of 120 degree and 150 degree. So we are calculating first the value of sine 120 degree. So the answer will be sine of 180 minus 60 degree, and this is equal to sine of 60 degree, that is equal to root 3 by 2. When we have to calculate cos of 120 degree, that will be equal to cos of 180 minus 60 degree. So this lies in the second quadrant, so the answer will be negative, and it is minus of cos 60 degree, that is equal to 1 by 2. Next we have to calculate the value of tan 120 degree. So we have the value of sine 120 is root 3 by 2, cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. So tan value we have, it is root 3 by 2 into minus 2. So the answer is minus square root of 3. Then we will take the reciprocal of all these values. Reciprocal of this value will give us cot of 120 degree. Reciprocal of sine 120 will give us cosecant of 120, and reciprocal of cos 120 will give us secant of 120 degrees. Next we have to calculate the values corresponding to 150 degree. So we are saying when we are calculating sine, it is 180 minus 30 degree. So the answer we obtain, it is equal to sine 30 degree, and that is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly for cos, it is 180 minus 30 degree, that is equal to minus cos of 30 degree, that is equal to minus root 3 by 2. From these two values, from the value of sine 150 and cos 150, if we divide both these values, we will get it is tan of 150 degree, that is equal to minus 1 by square root 3. Next we have cot of 150 degree, that is equal to minus square root of 3. Next we have secant of 150 degree, that is 1 over cos of 150 degree, so it is minus 2 by root 3, and cosecant of 150 degree, that is equal to 2. Next we have to show that sine of 105 degree plus cos of 105 degree, that is equal to 1 by square root of 2. So if we look at this value over here, we can write it is sine of 60 degree plus 45 degree plus cos of 60 degree plus 45 degree. We know the formula of sine theta plus phi, that is equal to sine theta cos phi plus cos theta sine phi. Next term will be plus cos theta cos phi minus sine theta sine phi. And on solving this, the values we have: sine 60 it is root 3 by 2, cos 45 it is 1 by square root 2, plus cos 60 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by square root 2, plus cos 60 is 1 by 2, cos 45 is 1 by square root 2, minus square root 3 by 2 into 1 by square root of 2. So on solving these values, the final answer that we will obtain, that is equal to root 3 by 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2 plus 1 by 2 root 2 minus root 3 by 2 root 2, and the answer comes out to be 1 by square root 2. This is our final answer, and this is what we have to prove. Next we have to calculate the value of some particular angles. So first angle we are talking about, it is 15 degrees. So we are calculating all the trigonometric ratios corresponding to this angle 15 degree. So when we are talking about sine of 15, we can calculate this value from sine of 45 minus 30, and this comes out to be sine 45 cos 30 minus cos 45 sine 30, and this is equal to 1 by square root 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by square root 2 into 1 by 2, and the answer on solving this you will get it is square root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Next, when we have to calculate the value of cos of 15 degree, we are writing it is cos of 45 minus 30 degree. The answer is cos 45 into cos 30 plus sine 45 into sine 30, and the answer comes out to be 1 by square root 2 into root 3 by 2 plus 1 by square root 2 into 1 by 2, and the answer comes out to be square root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Now when we have to calculate the value of tan 15 degree, we are writing the one method is that we can divide both these values. It is sine 15 is root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2 into 2 root 2 over root 3 plus 1, and the answer we get it is square root 3 minus 1 by square root 3 plus 1. And the second method is we are writing it is equal to tan of 45 minus 30. We apply the formula over here, it is tan a theta minus phi over 1 plus tan theta tan phi, and on putting these values we will get the final answer in this form. So both these ways are correct. It is up to you that how you want to calculate these values. Next we have to calculate the value of sine 75 degrees. So when we are talking about the 75 angle, we can obtain it like sine of 45 plus 30 degree, and this is equal to sine 45 cos 30 plus cos 45 sine 30 degree, and on substituting the values over here we will obtain the answer over here in this form. Next we have to calculate the value of cos 75. So we have written this cos 75 as cos 45 plus 30. We have applied the formula of cos theta plus phi. We have substituted the values over here and we have obtained this answer. So next we have to calculate the value of tan 75 degree. So for tan 75 we can again divide both these values and we can obtain the answer in the form square root 3 plus 1 over square root 3 minus 1, or we are directly applying the formula that it is tan of 45 plus tan of 30 degree divided by 1 minus tan 45 into tan of 30, and we obtain the same answer over here. Next is we have to calculate the value of tan of 13 pi by 12. So when we are talking about 13 pi by 12, when we divide 13 by 12, we get it is 12 and remainder is 1. This means 13 pi by 12 we can write it is equal to pi plus pi by 12. The period of the function tan, the period of this function tan, it is pi. So this question becomes, we have to calculate the value of tan pi by 12. Now this value pi by 12, if we look at, this is equal to 180 over 12, that is equal to 15 degree. It means we want to calculate the value of tan of 15 degree, and the answer for tan 15 degree that we have already seen, it is equal to square root of 3 minus 1 over 1 plus square root of 3. This answer we have already obtained in our previous slide, or you can write this in the form it is tan of pi by 3 minus pi by 4. In that case we have written it is 45 minus 13, and over here we have written it in the form, this value we are saying pi by 6 it is 60 and pi by 4 it is 45. We have applied the formula and we have obtained the same answer, that it is square root 3 minus 1 over 1 plus square root of 3. So it is up to you that whether you want to write it like 45 minus 30 or you want to write it like 60 minus 45. That is, we are saying you can also write it in the form pi by 6 minus pi by 4. In this case also the answer is pi by 12. Further, in this particular case we have shown how to we know how to rationalize this number. We have rationalized this number and we have obtained the answer in the form it is 2 minus square root of 3. Now in this next question we have to prove that first part is sine 70 degree into cos 10 degree minus cos 70 degree into sine 10 degree is equal to square root 3 by 2. So if we consider this 70 as theta and 10 as phi, this 70 as theta and 10 as phi, so this first part will become sine theta cos phi minus cos theta sine phi, and we know that this is the formula for sine of theta minus phi. So this gives us that this value, this is equal to sine of 70 minus 10, that is equal to sine 60, and the value of sine 60 we know it is square root 3 by 2. In the second part, if we consider this 50 as theta and 10 as phi, this is theta, this is phi, so this is basically the formula cos theta cos phi minus sine theta sine phi, and we know that this is the formula for cos of theta plus phi, that is equal to cos of 50 plus 10, this is equal to cos of 60, and the value of cos of 60 we know it is 1 by 2. In the next part we have it is cos theta cos phi plus sine theta sine phi. So the formula, this is the formula for, it is cos of 80 minus 20, that is equal to cos of 60, and that is equal to 1 by 2. These calculations, these are shown on our next slide. So we have shown over here that cos 80 plus cos 20 plus sin 80 into sin 20, that is equal to cos 60, that is equal to 1 by 2. Similarly, in the last part we have it is sin 36 cos 9 plus cos 36 sin 9. This is the formula for sine of 36 plus 9, and the answer we obtain, this is equal to sine of 45 degree, and the value of sine 45 we know that is equal to 1 by square root 2. Now the next question we have is, we have to prove that sine 40 plus theta cos 10 plus theta minus cos 40 plus theta into sine 10 plus theta. So if we look at this value over here, it is 40 plus theta, this is 40 plus theta, this is 10 plus theta, this is 10 plus theta. If we write this as x and this second term 10 plus theta is y, so this value will become, it is sine x cos y minus cos x sine y, and this is formula for sine x minus y. So this is equal to sine of 40 plus theta minus 10 minus theta, and this is equal to sine of 30, and that is equal to 1 by 2. Next is, we have to prove that cos theta plus sine of 270 plus theta. We are talking about this value, it is sine of 270 plus theta. You can write this is equal to sine of 180 plus 90 plus theta. 270 when we are talking about. So this is basically, we are saying 270 means, so this thing gives us that we are talking about, this is the angle 180 and this is up to this point the angle, it is 270 degree. So our point, this point somewhere over here, it lies in the fourth quadrant, and it is the multiple of this value. We are saying this is the multiple of, or we are saying it is the odd multiple of pi by 2. So what we get is that this sign will change to cos, and it is in the fourth quadrant. The answer we are getting, it is negative. So this value will become, it is equal to minus of cos theta. So this value will become minus of cos theta. Next is minus sine of 270 minus theta. If you look at this value over here, this is 270 degree. We are subtracting some theta, so this value, this lies in the third quadrant, because it is again 270 is the odd multiple of pi by 2. So sine will become cos, and it is minus sine over here, and one minus sign is because of the fact that sine is negative in the third quadrant. So we are getting, it is minus of minus cos theta plus, it is cos of 180 plus theta. So this is the angle 180 degree. So 180 plus theta means it is in this quadrant. Again cos will be negative, so the answer we get, it is equal to minus of cos theta. So what we are left with is, it is cos theta, next value plus cos theta, this is minus sine over here, so we get, it is minus of cos theta, next will become plus cos theta, and last is minus cos theta. So all these values get cancelled, and the final answer we obtain, it is equal to 0. Next is, prove that cos of 90 plus theta secant of 270 plus theta, these all values we are talking about. So when we look at this value, cos of 90 plus theta, next is secant of 270 plus theta, next is sine of 180 plus theta, and we are dividing it with cosecant of minus theta, cos of 270 minus theta, and tan of 180 plus theta. Now 90 plus theta, it lies in second quadrant, it is 90, so it will become sine of theta, and that is with negative sign. Next, this value, this will lie in the fourth quadrant, and we know secant is positive over there, but this is an odd multiple of pi by 2, so the answer will become, it is cosecant theta, and this value comes with the positive sign because it is secant over here, and secant in fourth quadrant, it is positive. Next is sine of 180 plus theta. Now when we are talking about sine, it is 180 over here, so sine will remain as sine. Because it is 180 plus theta, so negative sign will be there because this angle will lie in the third quadrant. Next is cosecant of minus theta, it is minus cosecant of theta. Next, cos of 270 minus theta, this will lie in third quadrant. This value is odd multiple of pi by 2. So the answer we obtain, it is minus sine of theta, and this last value will be in third quadrant, and the answer we obtain, it is tan of theta. We can see that 180 degree, this is the period of the tan function. Now this minus sine theta gets cancelled with minus sine theta. Cosecant theta and cosecant theta get cancelled. This minus sign gets cancelled over here, and this tan theta we can write it is sine theta over cos theta. So the answer we get, it is sine theta into cos theta over sine theta. The sine theta get cancelled, and what we are left with is cos of theta. Next is cos of 3 pi by 2 plus theta, cos of 2 pi plus theta, cot of 3 pi by 2 minus theta plus cot of 2 pi plus theta. We want to calculate the value of this. Look at this first term, the angle lies in the third quadrant, fourth quadrant we are saying, it is 3 pi by 2 plus theta, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive, it is 3 pi by 2, it is odd multiple of pi by 2, so the answer will become, it is sine of theta. Next is period of cos function, it is 2 pi, so the answer we are getting over here, it is into cos theta. Again this 3 pi by 2, this is, we are saying, odd multiple of pi by 2, so this cot will convert to tan. This whole angle, this will lie in the third quadrant, and cot is positive over there, so we are writing it is tan theta. This value we are saying, the period of this cot function, it is pi, so this will become plus cot of theta. Now this tan theta we can write it is sine theta over cos theta. This cot theta we can write it is cos theta over sine theta. Look at this term over here. If we take the if you look at this denominator and take the LCM, it is cos theta into sine theta. Numerator will become sine square theta, and this part will become cos square theta, and we are having the term over here, it is sine theta into cos theta. This sine theta and cos theta gets cancelled, and value of this sine square theta plus cos square theta, we know it is 1, and this is what we have to prove. Next we have is sine of 7 pi by 12 into cos of pi by 4 minus cos of 7 pi by 12 into sine of pi by 4. Look at these values over here. This 7 pi by 12, this 7 pi by 12, this is pi by 4, and this is pi by 4. So we get it is sine theta cos phi minus cos theta sine phi, and this is the formula for sine of 7 pi by 12 minus pi by 4, and this value is equal to sine of pi by 3, and we know that sine of pi by 3, it is equal to square root 3 by 2. Second, it is sine pi by 4 cos pi by 12, then cos pi by 4 sine pi by 12. If this we are writing pi by 4, we are writing it is theta, pi by 12 we are writing it is phi. So this is the formula for sine of pi by 4 plus pi by 12, that is equal to sine of pi by 3. The answer we obtain, it is equal to square root 3 by 2. Now in the last part, we are going to find the value of, it is cos of 2 pi by 3 into cos of pi by 4 minus sine of 2 pi by 3 into sine of pi by 4. So if we look at this value over here, 2 pi by 3, we can write it is equal to pi minus pi by 3. This value 2 pi by 3, we are writing it is pi minus pi by 3. Now when we look at the value cos of pi minus pi by 3, this will become minus cos of pi by 3, and this sine of pi minus pi by 3, this is sine of pi by 3, and we know that the value of cos pi by 3, it is minus 1 by 2, cos pi by 4, it is 1 by square root 2. Next, sine pi by 3, it is square root 3 by 2, and cos pi by 4 is equal to 1 by square root of 2, and we obtain the answer in this form, that the final answer is minus of square root of 3 plus 1 over 2 square root of 2. Next, we have to evaluate the value of sine of pi by 12. So if we look at this value pi by 12, we can write it is equal to pi by 4 minus pi by 6. So sine of pi by 4 minus pi by 6, we are applying the formula, it is sine of pi by 4 cos of pi by 6 minus cos of pi by 4 sine of pi by 6. So the answer will become 1 by square root 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by square root 2 into 1 by 2, and on solving this the answer we obtain in this form. Similarly, when we are talking about the value of sine of 5 pi by 12, we are writing it is equal to sine of pi by 4 plus pi by 6. Again applying the formula of sine theta plus phi, we put the values of all these values. It is sine pi by 4, it is 1 by root 2, sine pi by 6, it is root 3 by 2, sine pi by 4, cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, and sine pi by 6 is 1 by 2, and we obtain this answer. So these values we have already calculated earlier also. This is basically the value of sine of 15 degree, and this is the value of sine of 75 degree. These values now we have calculated in terms of radian. So the answer they are same that we have already obtained. Next, we have to prove that sine of x plus y over sine of x minus y, that is equal to tan of x plus tan of y over tan of x minus tan of y. So if we look at this term and we apply the formula for sine x plus y and sine x minus y to the numerator and denominator, we get it is sine x cos y plus cos x sine y divided by sine x cos y minus cos x sine y. Now if we divide the numerator and denominator by cos x cos y, this is cos x cos y, we are dividing over here, it is cos x cos y, we are dividing over here, it is cos x cos y. This cos y gets cancelled, cos x gets cancelled, over here we are saying this cos x gets cancelled, and over here this cos y gets cancelled, and the answer we are left with is tan x plus tan y divided by tan x minus tan y, and this is what we have to prove. Next is given that sine of theta is equal to 15 by 7, cos of theta is equal to 12 by 13. We have to find the values of sine of theta plus phi. So it is given that sine theta is equal to 15 by 17, and it is given that the angle it lies in the first quadrant, so all trigonometric ratios they are positive. So the value of cos theta that we will have, it is square root of 1 minus 15 by 17 square, and this comes out to be 8 by 17. These calculations these are shown over here, you can check from here. Similarly, we are saying cos phi is given to be 12 by 13, so sine phi will be square root of 1 minus 12 by 13. We are taking the positive sign over here because it is given that both theta and phi lie in the first quadrant, and on solving this values these are shown, these calculations are shown over here. The answer we obtain it is 15 by 13. Now we have to calculate the value of sine theta plus phi, and the formula for this it is sine theta cos phi plus cos theta sine phi. Next, if we substitute all these values over here, this is theta over here, we have the value of sine theta, that is equal to 15 by 17. We have the value of cos theta, that is 8 by 17. Cos phi, when we are talking about, it is 12 by 13. We have the value of cos theta, it is 8 by 17, and the value of sine phi, it is 5 by 13. On solving these values, we will get the answer as 220 by 221. Next, we have to calculate the value of sine of theta minus phi. So again, we have used the formula sine of theta minus phi is equal to cos theta cos phi plus sine theta sine phi. We have all these values over here, and on substituting these values in this formula, we have substituted cos theta is 8 by 17, cos phi is 12 by 13, sine theta is 5 by 17 and sine phi is 5 by 13. We get the final answer as 171 by 221. So this is the value of cos theta minus phi. And last we have to calculate it is tan of theta plus phi. The formula we have it is tan theta plus tan phi over 1 minus tan theta tan phi. Now we have the value of cos theta and sine theta. So from this we get that tan theta is equal to 17 by 8. It is 17 by 8 into 15 by 17. So the answer we get it is equal to 15 by 8. This is the value of tan theta, and the value of tan phi we have it is 5 by 13 into 13 by 12, that is equal to 5 by 12. So we substitute these values in this formula over here, and we obtain the answer as, on solving these values we will obtain the answer as 220 by 21. So these are the values of all these three angles, that is cos of theta minus phi and tan of theta plus phi. Next question we have is, if sine theta is equal to 3 by 5, cos phi is equal to minus 12 by 13, where theta and phi they lie in the second quadrant, we have to find the value of sine of theta minus phi, cos of theta plus phi and tan of theta minus phi. We know that the formula for sine of theta minus phi, it is sine theta cos phi minus cos theta sine phi. For cos of theta plus phi, the formula it is cos theta cos phi minus sine theta sine phi. And last we have it is tan of theta minus phi is equal to tan of theta minus tan of phi over 1 plus tan theta tan phi. Now we want to calculate the value of sine theta cos phi. So what is given over here, it is that the angle theta and phi they lie in the second quadrant, they lie in this quadrant over here, and we know that in this quadrant the value of sine and cosecant they are positive and all other they are negative. So when we calculate the value of cos theta, the answer we have that is equal to minus of square root of 1 minus 3 by 5 square, and the answer we obtain this is equal to minus of 4 by 5. Now we have the value of sine theta is given, it is 3 by 5. We have calculated the value of cos theta. So the value of tan theta that we will have, that is equal to minus 3 by 4. Similarly, when we are calculating the value of cos phi is given to be minus 12 by 13. Sine phi will be, it is with the plus sign because it is in the second quadrant, sine will be positive. So it is 12 by 1 minus 12 by 13 square. So the answer we obtain for this, that is equal to 5 by 13 with the positive sign. This is the value of sine phi. So the value of tan phi that we will have, it is minus 5 by 12. So if we substitute these values in these formulas, we get it is 3 by 5 into minus 12 by 13 minus 4 by 5 into 5 by 13, and on solving this value the final answer we obtain in this case, it is minus 16 by 65. In the second case the answer we obtain it is, we have substituted the values over here, the answer we get it is minus 4 by 5 into minus 12 by 13 minus 3 by 5 into 5 by 13. So on solving these values, the answer we obtain it is 33 by 65. And the last part, when we have to calculate tan of theta minus phi, we have substituted these values of theta, tan theta and tan phi in this formula, and on simplifying these values, we obtain the answer as minus 16 by 63. So these are the three values that we have to calculate. Next is, if cos theta is equal to 4 by 5 and cos phi is equal to 12 by 13 and both lie in the fourth quadrant. Both these values, they lie in the fourth quadrant, and we know that in fourth quadrant cos and secant, they are positive, and all other trigonometric ratios, they are negative. So it means this value of cos theta is 4 by 5, this is given to us. So the value of sin theta will be minus of 1 minus 4 by 5 square. So the answer we obtain from this, that is equal to minus 3 by 5. Similarly, from this cos phi, we have the value of sin phi will be, it is with negative sign, 1 minus 12 by 13 square. So the answer we obtain, that is equal to minus 5 by 13. This is the value of sin phi. Now when we calculate the value of tan theta and tan phi, the value of tan theta we have, it is minus 3 by 4, and the value of tan phi we obtain, it is minus 5 by 12. These values, these are shown over here. We have calculated sin theta, tan theta, then sin phi, then tan of phi. Then we have used the formula cos of theta plus phi. The first value we have to calculate, it is cos of theta plus phi. We are using the formula, it is cos theta cos phi minus sin theta sin phi. We have substituted these values over here, and we obtain the final answer in the form that it is 33 by 65. In the second part, we have it is sine of theta minus phi. Formula we have, it is sin theta cos phi minus cos theta sin phi. So when we substitute these values in this formula, we get it is minus 3 by 5 into 12 by 13 minus 4 by 5 into minus 5 by 13, and on solving this, the answer we obtain, it is minus 16 by 65. And the last part we have to calculate in this, it is tan of theta plus phi, and the formula we know, it is tan of theta plus tan of phi over 1 minus tan theta tan phi. We have substituted the values of tan theta and tan phi in this formula, and on simplifying this value, the final answer we obtain, it is minus 56 by 33. So these are the three values that we have to calculate. Now next we have is, if cot of alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and secant of beta is minus 5 by 3, and it is given that alpha lies in the third quadrant and beta lies in the second quadrant. We are being given that this alpha, it lies in the third quadrant and beta lies in the second quadrant. This is where beta is lying, this is alpha is lying. So for beta we are saying sine and cosecant are positive, and for alpha we have tan and cot are positive, all other are negative. So we have to find the value of tan of alpha plus beta. We know that the formula for tan of alpha plus beta, that is equal to tan alpha plus tan beta over 1 minus tan alpha tan beta. Now the value of cot alpha is given to be 1 by 2. So this gives us the value of tan alpha, that is equal to 2. The value of secant beta is given to be minus 5 by 3. We know that 1 plus tan square beta is equal to secant square beta. So the value of tan beta we will have, that is equal to square root of secant square beta, means 5 by 3 square minus 1. Now for beta we are saying tan is negative, so we will have negative sign over here. So the answer we obtain, that is equal to 25 by 9 minus 1, and this gives us, this is equal to minus 4 by 3. So the value of tan beta we have, it is minus 4 by 3, and the value of tan alpha we have, it is 2. So when we substitute these values over here, we are saying in place of tan alpha we have 2, for tan beta we have minus 4 by 3. tan alpha is 2, tan beta is minus 4 by 3, and on solving this value, the final answer we obtain, that is equal to 2 by 11. Next is proof that tan of 56 degree, that is equal to cos of 11 plus sine of 11 over cos of 11 minus sine of 11. Now if we look at this value over here, we can write 56 is equal to 45 plus 11. So this gives us tan of 56 is equal to tan of 45 plus 11. This is tan of theta plus phi, that is equal to tan of 45 plus tan of 11 over 1 minus tan 45 into tan of 11, that is equal to 1 plus tan 11 over 1 minus tan 11. Now if we write this tan 11 as sine 11 over cos 11, this as sine 11 over cos 11, so this whole value will become cos 11 plus sine 11 divided by cos 11 minus sine 11, and this is equal to the RHS. Next is we have to prove that tan 70 is equal to tan 20 plus 2 times tan 50. So we can write tan 20 plus 50. In place of 70 we are writing it is 20 plus 50. So the formula we have, it is tan of 20 plus tan of 50 divided by 1 minus tan of 20 into tan of 50, and this value we are saying this is equal to tan of 70. Now if we cross multiply these terms over here, we obtain what this thing is us, that tan 70 minus tan 70 into tan 20 into tan 50, that is equal to tan 20 plus tan of 50. Now look at this value over here, it is tan 70, we can write it is tan of 90 minus 20, and tan of 90 minus 20 means we are talking about it is cot of 20. Now this cot of 20 and tan of 20 gets cancelled, so what we are left with is that tan 70 minus tan 50, that is equal to tan 20 plus tan 50. So this gives us tan 70 is equal to tan of 20 plus 2 times the tan of 50, and this is what we have to prove, that tan 70 is equal to tan 20 plus 2 times tan of 50. Next is show that cot of 2x into cot x minus cot of 3x into cot 2x minus cot of 3x into cot x is equal to 1. So we start solving this problem with the value cot of 3x. We can write it is equal to cot of 2x plus x. This is equal to cot of 2x cot of x minus 1 over cot of 2x plus cot x, and we are saying this value is equal to cot of 3x. Now if we cross multiply these terms, we will get, cross multiply means we are multiplying both sides with this denominator part, we are getting it is cot 2x into cot x minus 1, that is equal to cot 2x into cot 3x plus cot x into cot of 3x. So this is what we have to prove. We are, when we rearrange these terms, we will get it is cot of 2x into cot of x minus cot of 3x into cot of 2x minus cot of 3x into cot of x, that is equal to 1, and this is what we have to